There now we're joined by Dr. Yonatan Freeman, an international relations expert at Hebrew University, also in Jerusalem. Thanks for being with us again. Always appreciate your time with us here now. In light of the elections, I want to get your thought on the international arena somehow and some of the effects we might see. Obviously, Donald Trump has steered a different ship through world affairs than his predecessor, and there's been a lot of changes as a result of that. If there's a change in administration right now here, it appears Iran may be one of the starkest places that policy will shift with the United States. Is that right?
Yes, we have to remember that in the end, Joe Biden was part of the administration that signed the nuclear deal with the leaders of Tehran. He was for it. He spoke for it. I think that we can see a possible return to a similar deal if Biden is in the White House. We've already seen hints by the leaders in Tehran that they will probably like it that Biden is reelected or reelected as now as a president, not as a vice president. And I think that's something that could really shift the type of relationship that the United States has with Iran.
Now, on the recently expanding diplomatic arena for Israel, the peace treaty signed, brokered by the United States, the Trump administration heavily involved in making these deals happen by all sorts of means here, but mainly by taking a different approach with all these Gulf countries and leveraging different incentives, as we've discussed at length over recent weeks. Would there be any continuation under a Biden administration of that effort?
Well, I think one thing that could impact that relationship with the Muslim world, and as we saw with Bahrain and the Emirates, is really a change in the relationship between the White House and the Palestinians. I think that during the Trump administration, a lot of was spoken to with the Palestinians as to why they have to continue with their own aspirations for statehood, but they have to do so with a specific negotiation with Israel and with the Muslim world. And in the end, we see that the Muslim world wants a relationship with Israel. And I think that if we see Biden in the White House, that could shift a sort of policy with regards to the Palestinian Authority, and might even look to seeing the Palestinians as a direct party that we can go to without having to go through the Muslim world.
Now, you mentioned this, that, of course, Joe Biden, the vice president for 8 years under Barack Obama, but arguably Joe Biden has an extensive, some 50 years of foreign policy experience, extremely involved on the world stage, coming in potentially to office with a lot more experience than Barack Obama did here. Will he be playing off the Obama playbook, or do you think he has his own path forward with world affairs?
Well, I think he has his own path. I think that for many years, Joe Biden has wanted to be president even before Obama was even in the Senate. I think that he will bring aboard other people that will bring maybe a certain different policy to the administration. We might see some of the competitors that ran against him for the nomination of the Democratic Party who will become maybe secretaries of state, secretaries of defense. So I think that on the one hand, Biden is saying that he was with Obama. He brought a lot of success to America, but in the end, he also wants to bring his own way of doing things, and that's what he's trying to sell to the American people.
Thank you very much. Yonatan Freeman here. Thank you very much, Doctor from Hebrew University. Appreciate your time.